Hey, welcome to Slay the Spire. Today playing the daily challenge for September 23rd, 2025. The character The Defect and the modifier Insanity started with a random deck of 50 cards. Control Chaos started with Frozen Eye. At the start of your turn, add 10 random cards to the bottom of your draw pile. And Big Game Hunter, lead enemies start now swarming the Spire and drop better rewards. So it should be a fun combination of modifiers. I see Gemini here with 1830. That's a great score. Alright, let's get started and see what I can do here. So first with the Insanity deck, let's review it to see how many collector bonus I can start off with. Alright, already got a collector bonus on the Barrage. I also see 3 capacitors. That's great. 3 charge battery. 3 claws, 3 cold snaps, 3 cool edits. Okay, I'm close to getting a few more collector bonuses, 3 recursions. Okay, alright. Hopefully I'll be able to get some of those at least. Alright, and then with Weak Game Hunter, of course, I'll get a bunch of rare cards. I only see... I see a few 4 lead paths. There's a 4 lead path on the left that gives me 3, 4, 5, 6 question mark rooms. And then one in the middle turning right that gives me 0 question mark rooms. Alright, yeah, let's go for the 6 question mark room path here, right? Yep, beautiful. That's a pretty good path there. Alright, let's start. Alright, sorry about that. And I also have a few powers, so maybe upgrading one of the storms won't be a horrible idea. Let's do Storm, Ball Lightning, Hologram. I'm hoping to preserve some HP. Who's my final boss, by the way? Is it the Hexaghost? No, it's the Guardian. So I would also like to get some Frost Orbs if I can. Alright, Barrage is not enough. Actually, if I do Cold Snap, then the Barrage is enough. I could have considered doing a Beam Cell too, but here the Orbs are enough. Beautiful. Got an Explosive Push and Barrage. I already have enough of those. Let's grab my first collector bonus on the Claw. I guess my second collector bonus there. Here I got my first Curse to Regret as well as Preserved Insect. I'm very happy. Yesterday I got it at the very end. This time I got it at the very beginning. Enemies in the lead combats have 25% less HP. Very happy with that. Alright. And then Jawworm here. Let's start off with a Cold Snap. Stack is somewhat useless. That's a White Noise. Alright, Creative AI is fine. And then Barrage. Okay. Yeah, I need like a boot sequence or an upgraded shield to really make my life a little easier. Here, I do have reinforced body. Let's do capacitor and heat sinks. Okay. All right, take a little bit of damage from that regret there. And then here, let's do beam cell recursion. Could have considered doing the consume actually. Here, let's do turbocharge battery as well for extra energy next turn. Alright, 10 incoming. Bias Condition is a lot of fun, right? Let's do Bias Condition. How do I do this? Anything I need to hologram? Doom and Gloom, maybe? Yeah, let's hologram the Doom and Gloom. That should be enough, right? Yeah, with the Lightning Orb. Beautiful. Alright, got a Flex Potion, Fission, Sweeping Rebound. Let's take the Sweeping for card draw. And then here, I'm losing 7, 12, 18, 25, 33 HP to get the Symbiotic Virus. That might be worth it at the start of each combat. Channel 1 Dark, okay? I have a few recursions too, right? I can lose the Barrage, and 80 is a lot of gold to lose. I think I'll lose the Explosive Potion to get Mummified Hand. Whenever you play a power card or random card in your hand, because you're the turn. Really good with all the curses, with all the powers I have. Alright, so here I am a little tempted to drink the Flex Potion. I'm a little worried of not being able to deal enough damage. So let me drink the Flex Potion to do Cold Snap, a Barrage, and then Sweeping Beam. Okay, so I just need 11 minus 3, so 8 damage next turn. I think that's Steroid Potion wasn't necessary. Well, I did get a Sunder here, so now I'm not sure if it was necessary, but fine. We got Dreamcatcher. Whenever you rest, you may add a card into your deck. Multicast, Bias Condition, Buffer. I have to take red cards anyway, right? Bias Condition is pretty good. No, it has to be the Buffer. What am I talking about? Yeah, Buffer is amazing. Alright, although I do have a Regret. That might be a little annoying there. Let's do Heat Sinks, Beam Cell, Sweeping is free. Beautiful. And then Blizzard is useless. Let's do Barrage. Yeah, sure. Okay. 6 incoming here. I kind of want to do Streamline, and that with the Orb is enough to kill. Beautiful. Alright, Turbo, Skim, or Chaos. I already have a Turbo. I don't have a Skim. I really would like a Skim, though. No, let's try to get a collector bonus on the Turbo. Yeah, as much as I like the Skim, Turbo might give me more points. Alright, so here I kind of want to save the, I have to play the Equilibrium to Full Defender, right? Let's do Equilibrium, and then Cool-Headed, and a Claw. And I also don't have any potions to help me, which might be a problem. I do have 1 buffer. Is that going to be enough? Alright, so Barrage, hang on, let's do another Claw first. Stack is 8. Yeah, that should be enough, right? If I do 2 Barrages here, and then stack, I am fully defended, so I don't need to play the buffer. Okay. If only I can evoke the Dark Orb, that would be great. I do have Reinforced Body, that's beautiful. Alright, let's do Cold Snap. Then Charge Battery. Actually, let's do Leap and then Reinforced Body. That way the Regret deals less damage. Okay. Another 9. I got Glacier here. Beautiful. Let's do Recursion, save the Frost Orb, then do Glacier. And then as soon as I can evoke the Dark Orb again, I'll be able to finish this. Yeah, so far I'm doing really well. Cold Snap kills. Awesome. Alright, we got Incense Burner. That's really good. Every 6 turns, get 1 intangible. I have to admit, I got some really good relics so far. You also got an Ancient Potion, Electrodynamics, Multicast, Creative AI. Creative AI is interesting, but Electrodynamics is great, especially because I'm a little low on AoE damage. Yeah, I got Tiny Chest. Every 4th question mark room is a treasure room. So curses might be really tough, but it might be possible. So I'm going to skip this because I don't think I'm going to need relics, because I have lots of elites. I should be able to get relics that way. Alright, so here... let's start with Capacitor, Charge Battery. I can't do Sweeping Beam because then I'll wake up the Lagavulin. I do want to play some powers beforehand. Alright, White Noise gives me... oof. Bias Cognition would be 7. That's not enough to deal damage yet, or to wake it up yet. Really tempted to do the Thunder too, but I feel like I should wait one more turn, try to get a Frost Orb at least. Okay. Alright, so there's a Cold Snap, that's good. It's a Storm, Heat Sinks, Cold Snap. Then do Barrage. If I only woke it up last turn, I would have the Reinforced Body here. 18. I don't think I have enough here, right? 8 plus 7 is not enough. Let me see if the Heat Sinks gives me something. Consume is tempting. If I do Consume and then Cold Snap... oh no, I don't have enough to play the Charge Battery. Alright, so... maybe I should have played the Capacitor to draw another card. Let me see what the card would have been. If it was like a stack... no, it would have been a program, so it's fine. I do have a stack here, that's good. Let's do Turbo, Streamline, stack. I don't know if I need a program. Let's not play it. I just need to evoke the Dark Orb here. Yeah, it's a bummer. I also messed up my intangibility, right? Alright, didn't perfect this one. We got Ornamental Fan. Every time play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block, as well as a Gambler's Brew. And now I think I'll take the Buffer. Okay. Actually, a second Bias Condition would have been nice, but no, I think Buffer is fine. Speaking of Buffer, yeah, let's play it here. I could have also considered playing the Storm. I can do Equilibrium, Compile Driver, and Claw. Okay. Alright, and I still have the Buffer here, so I think I'll just do something like White Noise, which gives me a loop, which sets the Cool-Headed to 0. I can do Hello World, which sets the Streamline to 0, and that's enough. Beautiful. Alright, Beam Cell, Cold Snap, Doom and Gloom. I think I have... don't I have like one of each? No, I have 3 Cold Snaps. And yeah, only 1 Doom and Gloom. Let's take a 4th Cold Snap for collectors on that. Alright, here I'm losing HP for gold. I only have 9 HP though. I have to be a little careful. Can't be too reckless with that. Especially if I have a bad turn like this one. Wow. So Doom and Gloom alone is not enough. I might have to actually drink the Gambler's Brew here to try to draw something defensive. I mean, yeah, I guess. Let's do Sweeping Beam here. Then Cool-Headed. Turbo. Storm. Yeah, that's obviously not enough, right? Well, at least I'm not dead, so that's good. Could I have killed the backliner? No, I think I needed... actually, wait, hang on. This is enough. I am able to fully defend this turn. I only have... actually, I think the Ornamental Fan helped me there, right? Alright, so Sunder kills the backliner. That's good. Then I can do Beam Cell, Sweeping Beam. Okay. Alright, this turned out to be fine. I had to use a potion, but you know what? It was worth it, I think. Especially because I could survive and perfect. Alright, here Blizzard is enough to kill. Beautiful. Alright, we got an Olden Egg. Whenever we add an attack into deck, upgrade it. As well as an Essence of Steel Potion, Reboot Electrodynamics, all for 1. I don't feel like I do have all the claws as 0 cost cards. And I have like Turbos and Beam Cell. I don't know about all for 1, but you know what? Let's take it, yeah. Especially if I get those claws, it might be useful. Here, let's do another question mark room. Alright, I got the Doubt there. As well as a bunch of gold. Unfortunately, Incense Burner is going to be a little useless here, which is fine. Should I upgrade a Storm? It might make my opening hand a little worse. I think I'm going to upgrade the Buffer first and hope I draw it soon. Especially if I get a Seek, having the upgrade Buffer would be great. Alright, yeah, speaking of, beautiful. Let's do the Buffer. Actually, let me do 1 Heat Sinks. I was hoping it would hit the Buffer. Let's do another Buffer. Yeah, fine. I can do... yeah, let's do... should I transform here? Let's just do the Sunder. I'm not going to play the Streamline because I don't want to transform yet. Although, if I had transformed, the Reinforced Body would have been enough here. Alright, let's do Cold Snap 1, Cold Snap 2, Barrage, and wait. Okay. Alright, 9 incoming. I do have the Charge Battery. That's going to be 11, so I can't do an attack. Fine. Okay. Another 16. Alright, there's a Leap. Okay, I do have some nice orbs here, and I do have the Buffer. Sorry, when I say orbs, I mean powers. Let's do Storm. All for 1 is interesting. It will give me back a Turbo, right? Let's do Capacitor. And then electrodynamics. Okay, that sets the stack to 0. Beautiful. So yeah, let's do leap, stack, cold snap. And I don't have any frost orbs. Oh, I can't play the all for one. I should have considered doing that instead. That might have been a mistake. Oh, and I lost one of the buffers to the regret. Okay, that was a little annoying. Consume is interesting. I might be in trouble here, though. I don't think I can deal enough damage, right? Let's do recursion, then consume. So that's 15 plus... I'm a little bit short. There's something I can do here. No, even if I drink the Essence of Steel, it's not going to be enough, right? I mean, it's going to be enough to survive. It's not going to be enough to perfect. That's a bummer. I was just too short. Should I reload? I kind of want to reload. Nah, it's too late already. Alright, that's really a bummer, though, because I feel like I didn't need much to perfect this one, and, yeah, I just got a little unlucky here. Let me hologram. Do I have anything good to hologram? I guess a cold snap. I wouldn't mind getting some more frost orbs. Yeah, I think playing the electrodynamics and having the storm made me lose all of my frost orbs, and that might have been the problem. Let's equilibrate here. Let's see what the buffer hits. That is a recursion. Okay. Alright. Still have the buffer, which is nice. Wait, how did I have the buffer? Oh, wait. Wait, did I play... I'm confused. Where did I get the extra buffer from? Did I get... It must have come from somewhere. Alright, let's do capacitor 1, capacitor 2. I can't do the glacier, but I can do leap, and then with my frost orbs I should be fine. Should I do ball lightning? Yeah, I think I should be fine there too. Alright, yeah, unfortunate. One turn where I took a little bit of damage, and I think now I have enough frost orbs that I wouldn't have to worry about that anymore. Recursion, cold snap, cool-headed. Yeah. Alright, not much I could have done there. Actually, I do. Okay, is it cheating? Let me reload one more time. I feel like there's definitely a way, and it's not even going to be a hard way to perfect this one. So let me try this one more time. And you can use the timestamp to skip forward. But yeah, let's try this one more time. So I think, did I play the buffer first? No, I did heat sinks first, then buffer, and then should I attack in hindsight? You want? Yeah, let's do streamline and sunder. Let's see if that makes a difference here. Because next turn I have the reinforced body. So let's do reinforced body, then turbo. And I can get some early frost orbs out with one cold snap. Should I do a second one? Yeah, let's get the dark orb up front. Okay. And then maybe here is where I should try to avoid... Oh, okay, the card order is different. Alright, let's do charge battery. So 9, 11. If I do sweeping beam and get a good defensive card... No, I did get capacitor. I think that is worth it. Let's do the capacitor. Unfortunately, I can't do the leap. Alright, so here I lose one buffer. That's fine. And then I also have the regret, right? That'll make me lose the other buffer. I did get the stack earlier, though. That would be enough. Yeah, let's do stack. Should I do storm? I think electrodynamics was the problem. Let me skip electrodynamics. Let's do storm. Then do cold snap. Then do all for one. I don't know if I need to play electrodynamics. It would evoke the dark orb, right? Transform. I'll lose my buffer either way. No, let's not do that. Yeah, let's do this. Let's have the dark orb grow more. How about that? Okay. Also, maybe this will help me figure out how I got the other buffer. Do I have two? No. Actually, I do have two buffers. Right, one of those is unupgraded. All right. All right, here I can do consume. And actually, here I can do recursion. Let's do the claws first. This won't transform yet, right? Yeah, and then do recursion. Okay, that is worth it because that way I still save the dark orb. Okay. All right, 9 incoming. I can hologram the... Actually, I can fill it with the charge battery too, right? Let's do charge battery. Then cool-headed. Blizzard is 8. Barrage is better. Let's do the barrage. Actually, let hologram... Should I hologram another barrage? Streamline works too. Yeah, let's do the streamline. Okay. All right, and now because I didn't play the electrodynamics, I have more frost orbs. I think that is very, very valuable here. I can do... Yeah, that's where I got the other buffer from. Okay. Then do equilibrium. Charge battery. In this way, I have the recursion. So once I get the dark orb up front, I should be fine. Can I get the dark orb up front? Yeah, if I do ball lightning, then recursion. All right, beautiful. Yeah, this is what this run should have looked like, and I just messed up a little bit there. Alright, I'll put in a thumbnail that I had to reload, but the orbs are enough to kill next turn. Yeah, so the key was to not play the electrodynamics, which was probably a good point. Alright. Okay, so, Bias Condition, Fish, and Thunderstrike. I picked up a Bias Condition... No, I didn't. I picked up the buffer instead. Alright, yeah, let's not pick up one now. Thunderstrike. It is not a bad power to have. I don't think I have enough lightning orbs for Thunderstrike to be worth it. Fish would be great if only it was upgraded. Still, let's take the Fisher because it might allow me to get combo. Ooh, Snake Eye is really tempting. If I go for rare cards, I should be able to get high cost cards, a lot of them at least. Let me sort by cost. So I have 1, 8. 8 zero-cost cards, and then 1, 2, 11 high-cost cards. Oof. That's a tough choice. The other relics, Black Star's not bad. Empty Cage. I'm going to take the Black Star because Elite Sharpshooter relic means that I might be able to get something like Wing Boots earlier. I think that's the only reason. Otherwise, Neko would be a great choice, but let's go with the Black Star. Okay? Alright. I got the Bronze Automata at the end, which is great if I can play my buffers on time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 elite paths starting on the right and then turning left, right? Yeah, the other path are all 4 elite paths, okay? And this time against the Bronze Automaton, I can try to practice my Incense Murder timing. So I want it to be at 0 when I finish the fight here. Yeah, so I basically want to be intangible, right? Because then it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, beautiful. All right. So, yeah, let's get to this elite first. Alright, so 20 incoming here. I could defend with the charge batteries not having energy is a little annoying. Yeah, let's do charge battery 1, 2, then see what the Hello World hits. That was a recursion, okay. Losing a little bit of HP here. I'm actually a little worried. It takes me a while to set up my powers, and if I don't have them, it might take a while to be able to deal damage, especially against these guys who try to escape quickly. Let's do Turbo here. Streamline. Barrage is only 8 damage, right? White Noise gives me Echo Form. Okay, that might help. Let's do Barrage 1, Barrage 2 in the stack. Okay. Alright, back. Actually, they both are trying to escape. That's annoying. Alright, let's do Claw. I should have done Sweeping Beam twice. It's fine, hopefully. Go for the ice, all for 1. That gives me back a Turbo, which allows me to play the Streamline. Alright, good. No harm done here. Otherwise, other than taking some damage, we got Liquid Memories, and I did have enough Barrages, right? Between Bullseye and Streamline, I know I already have a Streamline, so let's take another one. And then here, I definitely want to fight. I am intangible this turn, which unfortunately is not very useful. Let me see what the heat sinks hits. Alright, Recursion. Let's do Claw, Cold Snap, and Barrage. Yeah, again, Act 2 is maybe one of those acts where you have to make sure you can kill things quickly, otherwise you will get overwhelmed. And that might happen here. All for 1 will bring me back just the Claw. That might not be worth it. Blizzard is only 2 damage. I can get rid of this guy with the Strike, though. Streamline, I mean. Yeah, might as well do deal damage with the Blizzard. Okay. Alright, losing some HP here. Alright, lots of incoming. There is a Fission. That's tempting. Let me first evoke the Dark Orb with the Cold Snap. Okay. Then do Fission. Alright. Okay, Buffer is pretty good. Blizzard is fine. Gets rid of this guy. Let's do Blizzard. Then Buffer, Hello World, Streamline. And yeah, might as well. I should have done the reprogram first. Okay, there goes my Buffer. Alright, and then here. Oof, my Barrages are a little useless now, huh? I only have Barrages and Recursions. That is, oh no. I have only Barrages and Recursions. That's horrible. That's a worst thing I could have gotten here. Well, you know what? I'm still going to play all of them. At least I triggered the Ornamental Fan. Okay. Oh, wow. That was sad. Alright. It does happen, though. We got a Red Mask, got the Starvage Combat to apply 1 weak to all enemies. Charged batteries. Didn't I have 3 of those? Where are they? Yeah, beautiful. I should get a Collector's on that, right? Awesome. Alright, here, Necronomicus would be really nice, actually, if I can get it. No, I got Nero's Codex. At the end of your turn, you may shuffle 1 of 3 random cards into your draw pile. It's actually going to be frustrating because my draw pile is going to be very large, usually. And then let me just make sure I'm on the right path. Yeah, I already lost a lot of HP, and I haven't even started the elites yet. I didn't get a curse here, but I got Bronze Skill, so I just go with 3 Thorns. Will I have a rest set? There is a rest set here. I might consider going for that if I obviously survive until then. Alright, 6 incoming here. I kind of want to do Cold Snap, or Consume and then Cold Snap. Let's do that. Gain some extra block that way. Alright, losing 2 HP. Boot Sequence might be nice. I need all the defensive cards I can get. Alright, Buffer is great here. Actually, let's do... Hang on. Let's do Cool-Headed, Blizzard, then Turbo, because then I can play the Buffer and Thunder for free. And I'm actually... No, you know what? I'm not going to do Fission because I do want to hang on to the Frost Orbs. Yeah, I might need that block. Alright, here I'm not being attacked. Let's do Cold Snap, Claw... I don't think I need to do anything else. Aggregate might be good. If I get Aggregate and Tempest from Neo's Codex, it would have been worth it. Here, let's do Ball Lightning, Cool-Headed, and then a Recursion. Barrage is not enough. Let's do Recursion here. That allows me to be fully defended. And then next turn... Yeah, next turn... Actually, the enemy instead of my Thorns. Beautiful. Alright, Streamline, Heatsinks, Leap. How many Streamlines did I have? 3. Alright, let's get a Collector's on that. Heatsinks might have been interesting too. Alright, Slavers is tough because Incense Murder is not helping me here yet, right? Alright, let's do Turbo, Cool-Headed. All for 1 would bring me back a Turbo. Let's do All for 1, Turbo again. Then Streamline. Actually, I might as well do Barrage, right? Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's do 2 Streamlines here. Obviously, no way to perfect this one. Although, if I use the Liquid Memories to bring back the All for 1, It's not going to be enough, right? Actually, it will trigger the ornament fan +2. That's not. Oh, hang on. So, if I bring back the all for one, target the backliner, that will bring me back the turbo. And then I can do Streamline Barrage. That's going to be 15 plus 12. That's 27. No, that's still not enough. All right, fine. Yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame. I think I just need a little bit extra to be able to perfect that turn at least. All right, so here 19. Okay, I have 14. Yeah, let's do charge batteries and then cold snap. All right, that way I'm still losing 1 HP, but hopefully that's fine. I definitely have to go to the rest side after this. I don't think I can really survive, especially with the regret in my hand. All right, let's do Thunder, get rid of this guy. Then do Cool-Headed, White Noise, Machine Learning, Barrage, and... Oh, that was enough. Okay, good. Got Blood Vial at the start of each combat, heal 2 HP, and pair up and pick up restoration by 10. Okay, that... Now I have enough HP for maybe... No, actually, if I don't go for the rest side here, the next rest side is going to be at the end, and I'm not sure if I can survive this one. I think I'll take the Explosive Potion over the Ancient Potion, and yeah, another buffer here, and let's definitely go for the rest side. Yeah, just to be safe. And I get with Dreamcatcher another card reward. Compile Driver, Sweeping Beam. I thought I had... yeah, I have 1 Compile Driver and 2 Sweeping Beams. Let's take a third one. Okay. Alright, so Tiny Gremlin Leader here. Not being attacked, that's good. I do start with a Sweeping Beam, that's also good. I think I'll do Sweeping Beam, Hologram that Sweeping Beam. Alright, get rid of the minions that way. And then I can do a Claw. Okay. Consume is nice. White Noise is nice. Let's take the White Noise. Okay. Alright. 27. That's unfortunate. I do Glacier and Cold Snap. I have 13. If I bring back another Glacier, that'll be another 7, so that's 20, plus evoking 2 of them, that's 10, 27. That would be enough. I hope I didn't miscalculate. No, that is enough. Beautiful. Auto Shield Sleeper Rainbow. Let's take the Rainbow. Alright. And then here, Fission is tempting. Because I have the Rainbow, I'm going to do Fission first. Oh, wow. Got 2 curses out of that. That's not good. Let's do Doom and Gloom, a Rainbow, Claw, and Blizzard. Unfortunately, next turn I'll be weakened too, which is frustrating. Let's take another Doom and Gloom here. Okay. Alright. Luckily, I'm not being attacked. There's another Blizzard, but it's only dealing 9 damage. Let's do Cold Snap. Then Blizzard. Then Heat Sinks, hoping it hit the Consume. It did not. Let's target this guy. And actually, I just need 2 more damage on the backliner. So yeah, I think with that potion, I might have been able to break this one, right? Yeah, lots of incoming here, but I can do a Streamline for a kill. Awesome. Alright, that was a close one, but was able to perfect. We got Prairie Wheel, Normal Enemy Storm, Initial card reward, really nice. And Gambling Chip at the start of each combat, discard any number of cards and I draw that many cards. We also got an Energy Potion, an Echo Form, Rainbow, or Amplify. I don't think I have any of these. Echo Form is not bad. Let's take it. If only I had more energy, right? We got Bag of Marbles here. At the start of each combat, apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. Okay. And then going left for 3 more leads. Alright. Okay, Book of Stabbing. I am intangible next turn, so I just have to get through this turn. Consume Capacitor are both really good, but I do need some block. I'll get rid of the Hologram, because I... Actually, no. I need the Hologram and Charge Battery to be able to fully defend, right? I do have an Energy Potion. Let's do Capacitor. That hits a Cool-Headed. Then Consume. Then Cool-Headed. Yeah, I'm going to drink the Energy Potion to play the Glacier. That's totally worth it. Agate might be good here. Okay. Alright, here I'm intangible. That's great. Yeah, Recursion is really good too. Let's do Recursion, another Recursion, Charge Battery, and might as well play this. Okay, Buffer is pretty good too. Alright. Alright, this turn I have to deal with 21 incoming. I have 16 plus 7, that's 23. Awesome. Let's also do Capacitor. I don't think I'll do Reprogram because then I might not be able to perfect. Alright. Another Buffer, why not? Okay. Alright, 24. Stack with the orbs should be enough, right? So, let me first do the Heat Sinks. Sweeping Beam. Yeah, Charge Battery is enough too, right? No. Yeah, it has to be the stack. Let's do stack and then Barrage or Ball Lightning. I think I'll do the Barrage. Agate is fine. Okay. Actually, I just need to evoke the Dark Orb, right? Let's do Cold Snap, Cool-Headed. So that's 20. Not quite enough. I can't play the Equilibrium. I need 30. This would be another 24. So if I do this, 2 hits would be enough. No, 3 hits are enough, and that should be fine, right? Because of my Thorns. On the 3rd hit, the enemy would die, and it would not have dealt enough damage. Beautiful. Alright. perfect this one. I got a more negate. The next curse to obtain. I mean, I have 2 curses. There's a very small chance I might be able to get curse. So let's not take that. Let's take the Bag of Preparation instead. At the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. And then, yeah, definitely a second all for 1. Okay. And then too bad I don't have a shop yet, but let's go for the 2 elite path. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, so here, definitely want to play the Sweeping Beam. I think I'll get rid of everything else, right? Yeah, I probably don't need the Claw either. Yeah, buffer is great here. Alright, let's do Sweeping Beam. See what the buffer hits. That was a Barrage. Alright, let's do Turbo. Then do Barrage and Streamline. Okay. Buffer, Thunderstrike, Blizzard. Let's take the buffer here. Alright. Okay, so 18. Barrage is not as useful as I'd like it to be. Anything I can bring back with a hologram? Probably, actually, Turbo is not a bad idea. Let me do White Noise first. Storm hits the Echo Form. That's what I wanted. Then I can hologram. I think I can do Turbo to do a better Reinforced Body, right? So let's do Barrage here and then Reinforced Body. So that way I am fully defended. I would really love to see a Chill in my main deck rather than the first time through Newler's Codex. Right, I have Echo Form active. Should I double play the Storm? Yeah, let's do that. That way I'll get the... oh, never mind. I dealt a lot of... I forgot that I already had a Storm active, right? So let's do Blizzard. It's not enough damage. Let's do Recursion. Get rid of one of them. Beautiful. Oh, and I was intangible this turn. Awesome. Alright, 9 damage this turn, 9 damage next turn. And then I just need to deal a little bit extra damage myself. Awesome. Alright, no troubles here. Rebound, Hologram, Barrage. I already had enough Barrages, so let's take the Hologram. How many Storms did I have? Just 1. I think Agate might be really powerful, especially if I get a Tempest later on. Let's take it. Alright, here I got the Slavers again. Let's see if I can do any better this time. I think I'll keep the Sweeping Beam again. Get rid of the rest. Charge Battery might have been interesting to save. Yeah, I don't see a way to perfect this one. Yeah, let's do Sweeping Beam. Enemy's vulnerable too, right? So, I guess... well, let's see what buffer hits. That was a Barrage. Alright. Yeah, nothing I could have done here, right? Even the Explosive Push is not going to be enough, so let's save it for later. Rebound, Machine Learning, or Charge Battery. Let's do... doesn't matter. Let's take the Charge Battery. Okay. Yep, definitely losing HP here. Now I could use the Explosive Push, but I don't think I need to. Instead, let's do Glacier. Actually, I should have considered doing Fission first. Let's do Stack. You know what? I'm going to risk Fission. Let's do Capacitor... Cold Snap, and then 2 Leaps. Okay, that way I'm fully defended, and the backline is going to be dead on my Thorns. Alright. Okay. And then 20 incoming here. Sunder is enough. Actually, wait. I can do Turbo, Blizzard, then Sunder this guy. And then I just need to deal 5 more damage. Or I can defend fully here. There's a Tempest. Well, I guess I can't really use the Tempest with the Agate to get any extra points, right? I can get it to perfect things. Got Extra Imperial, whenever you obtain a curse, increase your max HP by 6, as well as Eternal Feather. For every 5 cards in your deck, heal 3 HP whenever you enter a rest site, and an Essence of Steel Potion. Seek is really good. I don't have any of the others, so I don't need to take it. Let's take the Seek. Alright, here I got my first shop. Ori is pretty good. Up and pick up, choose and add 5 cards to your deck. Yeah, let's do that. So here, Equilibrium, Charge Battery, Cold Snap, all of them I already have copies. Cool-Headed would be good. Another Stream would be good. There's a Streamline that I already have enough. Okay, let me see how many Streamlines or Sweepings I have. Okay, I just need 1 more. So let's grab it here. And then here, I think I had enough Charge Batteries. Yep. And Streamlines. Yep. So let's grab the White Noise. Here, I had Charge Batteries and Streamlines. Let's take the reprogram. Here, I had enough Sweeping Beams. Right? Yep. And then between Cool-Headed and Reprogram, I would love another Cool-Headed. Oh, I already have 3. Yeah, beautiful. Let's get a Collector's on that. And then here, did I have enough Cold Snaps? Yeah, I did. So let's grab the Equilibrium. Beautiful. Alright, so from the rest, I could grab the Warpaint and pick up 2 random skills. Agate and Charge Battery got upgraded. White Beast Statue Potions always appear in combat rewards. It's also really nice. Let's grab it a Fragment. Melter. I definitely don't need the Barrage. Actually, Force Field is not bad. Let's grab a Force Field too. I can't afford the multicast, and I don't think I need the rest here. Alright, decent shop. I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't have bought the Warpaint because it was not really necessary. But you know what? I think it should be fine. I definitely want to keep the buffer here. Let's get rid of all of these, hoping to get a way to get rid of the Mad Gremlin. Yep, Sweeping Beam is pretty good. Let's do Sweeping Beam. It's not enough though. All for 1 doesn't bring me back anything. Alright, let me see what the Storm and then Defragment give me. Okay, Doom and Gloom is actually pretty good. And then, fine. I wasn't able to play the buffer, but I was able to get rid of the minions here. Okay. Alright, 67. Let's do Beam Cell, Streamline, and then a Recursion. Beautiful. Actually don't need much to kill next turn. Especially with 2 Dark Orbs already. Here, okay, I do need to draw them. This one is going to make me weaken, right? Let's do Church. Actually, wait, no, let me hologram. Do I have something that evokes a bunch of orbs? Doom and Gloom is not going to be enough, especially because I'm weakened, right? Let's grab the Streamline. That is still not enough, unless I get lucky with the Lightning Orb. Let's do Charge Battery, Turbo Buffer. Okay. Recursion is great. Actually, I only need 4 damage on the backline next turn, right? So, actually, no, I can't just evoke 1 orb. It has to be here. Let's do Streamline, and then Cold Snap. That is enough. Beautiful. I got Strawberry Apple Pickup, Racer Mastery by 7, which is great, as well as Ceramic Fish. We're going to add a card to your deck, gain 9 gold, a Weakness Push, which I'll skip, and another buffer. Amplify would have been interesting, but I might be able to get a Collector's on the buffers here. Do I want to upgrade anything? You know what? In such a large deck, I think I'll rest to trigger the Dreamcatcher again. Cold Snap, Compile Driver, Rebound. I already had enough Cold Snaps. I only had 1 Compile Driver, and I don't really want the Rebound, so let's grab another Compile Driver. Okay. I completely forgot about Incense Mirror. At least it's not completely useless yet. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, so here, I feel like maybe going for a power deck might be useful, so let's start with Heatsinks and Hello World. Probably get rid of the rest, although Consume might be interesting if I get lucky and have one of them hit it, and there's a Defragment too. Let's do Heatsinks. That hit their program. Not what I especially wanted. Defragment. That hit the Hello World, which hit the Consume. Okay, that's good. Let's do Consume. Should I do a reprogram? It is tempting. Let's do a reprogram. Anything I need to seek. Would love to seek the buffer, right? You know what? Let's do Fission. Okay, there's an all for 1. That would bring me back. What if I seek the Turbo? Let's seek the Turbo. Actually, I do have energy. No, I think I should play it safe and seek the buffer. Yeah, let's seek the upgraded buffer here. Sets the Compile Driver to 0, and then I can do... Oh, right, I don't have any orbs. Let's do Charge Battery. Alright, fine. Multicast Cool-Headed Equilibrium, let's scrap the Equilibrium. Alright. Okay, so lots of incoming. Aggregate is pretty good. Let's do Aggregate, then Equilibrium. Too bad I don't have a Cold Snap. I could hologram it back. Instead, I guess I'll hologram another Equilibrium. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Let's see what the Hello World gives me. Electrodynamics. Okay, that's actually really nice. Alright, let's do Cool-Headed, Cold Snap, Hologram, what? I think I'll grab another... Actually, hang on. Trying to think, if I should grab an all for 1? I don't think that's necessary. It would just bring back... Actually, nothing. Should I do Streamline for damage? Yeah, let's do Streamline here. Alright. And then I am Full Defender, right? Should I do Reprogram? You know what? I'm going to risk Reprogram as well. Okay. Let's grab another Seek here. Beautiful. This guy took a buffer. That would be useful because I can time it to get back on the right turn. Alright, I am intangible, so I did not get the Incense at the right value anyway. Alright, so here, let's do... It's really tempted to do Echo Form. I'm going to do Turbo, Heat Sinks. Echo Form got free. Beautiful. I can do Beam Cell and Claw. Then do Streamline. So I should be able to get rid of this guy easily whenever I'm ready. Here, let's do Cold Snap, make it even easier. And then let's hologram back the all for 1, because that will allow me to grab a Turbo, Beam Cell, Claw, Turbo, and then Compile Driver. Should I do Ball Lightning? No, let's do Compile Driver, Capacitor. Okay, I think that's good. I'm not going to play the Ball Lightning because I don't want to accidentally get rid of this guy. I want to be able to time it for when I'm ready with the buffer. Alright, actually, this might be a good time, right? Let's do Free Sunder. Let's do double plate. Buffer, I should... Well, actually, no. I got the buffer double plate twice because the Sunder wasn't double plate. Good. Then do the Claws. Equilibrium is free. Let's do Ball Lightning. Now I think I can go all offensive because I have enough buffers. Awesome. Streamline. Let's do Turbo, Capacitor, Cool-Headed, Charged Battery, and Wait. Okay. I think with all the buffers... I have 5 buffers. Yeah, I think I should be fine. Especially with the Echo Form double playing one of those buffers. I kind of want to double play the Doom and Gloom. Let's do it. Okay. Then do Claw, Sweeping Beam, another Capacitor. Why not? Okay. That set the stack to 0, which I don't really need, but the Claw is free. Nice. Okay. Double Energy Boot Sequence Chill. Let's take the Chill. Okay. Yeah. So either you need to be intangible or you just need to have a bunch of buffers. I could even... Can I fully defend here? I do have the stack. Yeah. One single hit of the stack is enough. Let's double play the Streamline. Do the stack, and I can save my buffers. Okay. Yeah, this has now become super easy because of the buffers. Should I try to get Overkill? Let's try to get the Dark Orb up front. Yeah, the Dark Orbs up front. Actually, no, let's just deal enough damage. I'm sure I'll be able to get Overkill later on. Let's do All for One, and then Turbo, and Streamline, and a Claw First kill. Beautiful. Alright, so no troubles there. Fire Potion, I don't think I need that Fission Thunderstrike Rainbow. The only card I already have. Wait, is that right? Did I already have a Fission? I did, yeah. Well, let's grab a second one. Would love to get those upgraded too, though. Frozen Core is interesting with all the capacitors I have. I would love extra energy, but Buster might be a problem. I think I'll take the Frozen Core. Replaces Crack Core if you end your turn with any empty orb slot. Channel 1 Frost Orb. I think that might be really useful. And I got the Awakened one at the end. Okay, that might be a problem with my power deck. Alright, so there's actually only a few 4 elite paths. The right and left side only have 3 elites each. For the 4 elite path, I have to hit this elite, and then I can choose either to go left or right, which is identical, or I can get here from the left or the right. If I get there on the left, I'll just get 1 question mark room and a shop. If I get there on the right, I'll get 2 question mark rooms, or I guess that'll be a total of 5. Yeah, fine, let's go on the right. I don't think I need the shop that badly. I also don't have that much gold to go crazy at the shop. Alright, Seek and Buffer are really good. Let's get rid of these. Okay. And then, yeah, let's do Capacitor, Buffer, a Beam Cell, a Cold Snap. I can't really hologram anything useful, right? Hologram a Beam Cell, I guess. Yeah, let's hologram the Beam Cell, because I don't have energy. And then, can I seek a nice 0-cost card? I don't really... I should have probably seeked an Aggregate, huh? Let's grab... I don't know. I guess... I don't have anything good to upgrade. Yeah, fine. Might as well do a Claw here. Use the vulnerability a little bit. Okay. Right, I still have 2 buffers, so I should be fine. And I'm intangible this turn, which is great. Let's do Streamline, Compile Driver, and wait. Okay. Time-wise, yeah, it might be hard to finish in less than 45 minutes with Nero's Codex. With all the breaks I'm taking. Alright, let's do Consume here. I don't think I'll do the Fission. I do want to kill with a Dark Orb, which I should be able to do. Oh, and I'm actually fully defended with the Orbs. Beautiful. And then Streamline and Claw is enough. Awesome. Got a Focus Potion, that's a really good. It's probably better than Explosive Potion for sure. Aggregate number 2. Yeah, it's the only card I don't have enough of. Cold Snap, Ball Lightning. I already have enough Cold Snap. Let's take the Ball Lightning. And then, yeah, going this way for 2 question mark rooms. Alright, 3 colorless cards. Mind Blast would be great. None of those, none of these. And yeah, no. I probably don't want Dramatic Entrance because I don't want my opening hand to get worse. So here I think I'll take Swift Strike. Here, I don't know. I don't think I'd play enough cards for Panache to be worth it. Let's take Dark Shackles. And then Finesse is fine. Yep. Alright. Mind Blast would have been nice. Would have dealt a lot of damage. Alright, there's an Ag at the beginning, which is great. Let me get rid of these 2. Alright, let's do Aggregate, Beam Cell, Sweeping Beam 1, Sweeping Beam 2. Kind of want to grab the Doom and Gloom, right? Let's seek the Doom and Gloom. That's my best AoE damage card, right? Okay. And then I can do All for One, another Beam Cell, not have to worry about any incoming, and then play my powers and the leap. Okay. Too late for the genetic algorithm, unfortunately. I now need to deal damage. I do have the Dark Orbs, but can I deal enough damage to these guys before the backliner comes back? Let's do Recursion, Cool-Headed. Okay. Then do Ball Lightning and Fission. Streamline alone is not enough, right? Let me see what the White Noise gives me. That's a Heat Sinks, Streamline, and then Stagnant. Unfortunately, the backliner is going to come back to life. I haven't taken any damage yet, though, so that's good. And I still have 3 buffers, so I think I shouldn't be too worried here. Yeah, alright. This guy's gonna come back to life, too. That's a bummer. Alright, fine. I don't know what I have to do to be able to deal damage equally. Maybe draw the Electrodynamics. Maybe that's what I should have seeked. Okay. Alright, there's an All for One. Actually, there's a Doom and Gloom. I don't have a Turbo yet either, right? Wait, is All for One is going to be able to give me back anything? I guess the Beam Cells? Not sure if that's worth it. Let's hologram back the Aggregate. Play that, then I can be a little freer with playing everything I want. So All for One, Beam Cell, Doom and Gloom. Cold Snap, Barrage 1, Barrage 2, and then the Thorns are enough to get rid of this guy. Okay. Alright, this was not too difficult then. Got a Flex Push, which I'll skip. Cool-Headed, Defragment, Cold Snap. I think I already had enough Cool-Headeds and Defragments. Sorry, Cold Snaps, I mean. Let's take another Defragment. And then Stack, Recursion, Consume. How many Recursions do I have? 3. Beautiful. Let's get a Collector's on the Recursion. Okay. Alright, here. I have to lose one of these. Oh boy. I don't want to lose the Barrage or the Consume. I think it has to be an Electrodynamics, which is unfortunate because I need it for some of the elite fights, but I don't need it against the boss fight, so I'm probably okay losing it. Alright, so here, let's do Yeah, all 4 one's probably not necessary. Let's get rid of these 4. Okay. Alright, Melter's beautiful. Alright, I kind of want to get rid of the backline with the Streamline. Yeah, let's do it. And then I have to only worry about the repulses, which might not decide to attack me any turn. Alright. Okay, so here, Aggregate's a little useless here because I don't have that many things to play, but I can do a Barrage and a Claw. Okay. Sweeping Beam is fine. Alright. Okay, another 11. I can't evoke the Orb. Let's rebound the Barrage. Then do Heat Sinks. Hello World might have been interesting to play, but I think that's fine again. Yeah, just need to evoke the Dark Orb pretty much here, right? Yeah, let's do Recursion and Barrage. Beautiful. No troubles here. Got a Weakness Potion, which I'll skip. Go for the Leap Recycle. I don't have anything other than... Didn't I have a Leap? I thought I had a Leap. I must have not. No, I have 2 leaps, right. Let's grab a 3rd leap there. Streamline, Ball Lightning, Barrage. I only have 2 Ball Lightnings and enough Streamlines and Barrages, so let's take the 3rd Ball Lightning then. Okay. And then going this way for the 4 leap path. Alright, so here is where I needed that Electrodynamics, and I don't have it now. I do have a Turbo. Let's get rid of these. Hologram might have been interesting to keep. Alright, there's a Seek 2. Should I do Aggregate? No, I don't think I need enough energy at this point. I think I'm going to do Turbo, Claw. Then I'm going to seek the All for One. Alright. And then be able to play another Claw. And then a Recursion. And then let's save... Here, let's save the other 2 for later. Cool-Headed Seek. Let's grab another Seek. Okay. I was hoping I was going to get attacked because I have Insight Spin already here. Let's do Heat Sinks and Buffer. Force Field, Turbo, Glacier is pretty nice. Let's do Glacier here. And then I could get rid of the backline with the Barrage. Let's do it. Alright. Rebound, go for the Loop is not bad. Alright, I do need to start dealing damage to Reptomancer here. I am being attacked for 30. I do have a buffer, that's good. Let's do the Fragment. Doom and Gloom. I think I'll do Streamline over the Barrage. Okay. Losing the buffer there, Hyper Beam might be a little risky. Alright, luckily I'm not being attacked here. That's good. I think, let's do Storm. All for One. Turbo, Force Field, Claw, Thunder. And then I think I'll do the buffer. Okay, beautiful. Recursion gets the Dark Orb up front. Okay. Alright, everyone is attacking me here. Can I seek something useful now? I needed something... The buffer alone is not going to be enough, although I do have an upgraded buffer still, right? I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have an upgraded buffer still. Alright, the upgraded buffer is not going to be enough, though. I also have to evoke the Dark Orb, which I can with the Ball Lightning, right? So let's do Ball Lightning, get rid of the backliner. No, actually, even the upgrade buffer is not... No, I do have a buffer, right? Let's seek the upgrade buffer, play that. That also allows me to play Cold Snap, Claw, and Finesse. Okay. I guess I can keep the loop here. Oh, actually, I lose 1 buffer. Thank you. Good. Alright, so I still have 1 buffer left for emergencies. Let's do Barrage, Compile Driver, and then Cool-Headed for a kill. Awesome. Alright, perfect this one barely. We got Fossilized Helix, prevent the first time you would lose HP each combat. Great. And Blue Candle, also great. Unplayable Curse Cut cannot be played. Whenever we play Curse, lose 1 HP and exhausted. Another Focus Potion. Yeah, I think if I have enough Frost Orbs, you know what? I will have enough Frost Orbs because of Frozen Core, right? Let's take it. I've been Buffer Creative AI. Is that my Collectibles on the buffers? Oh, I already have a Collectibles on the buffers. Alright. In that case, let's take the Creative AI, sure. I still have gotten either Overkill or Combo yet, right? Alright, let's grab a Ball Lightning Collector bonus here. Tempest is interesting. Let me first grab Bottle Lightning. Let's grab Lantern, Search Combo with additional energy. Bottle Lightning on pick up, choose a skill, Search Combo with this card in your hand. Now, that could be Aggregate. Only had more card draw, right? Yeah, I think it'll be... I should take the Aggregate here. Yep. And then I don't have any gold for the Tempest, which I think is fine. Alright, and then going this way for 3 more elites. Okay. Alright, I got the Nemesis with 18 incoming. I will need the Charge Pattern in the leap, right? So let's get rid of everything else. Okay. Then do Aggregate. Actually, I got the Force Field, which makes things easier. Charge Battery, Sweeping Beam, Claw. Another Sweeping Beam. Okay. Recursion. Might as well do Blizzard. And yeah, that's fine. Rip and Tear, Recycle, Multicast. Let's take the Multicast because with a Dark Orb, it'll be really good. Okay. Here I'm Intangible, which is great. Let's do... I don't know, I guess Aggregate, Sunder, and Leap. Yeah, let's do Hello World 2. Okay. I don't think I need any of these. Maybe the Fusion was not a horrible idea. Alright, here All for One is nice. Let's do the Barrage. No, let's do Heat Sinks first. Then Compile Driver. kind of would like to play the capacitor. I would also like... I don't have a turbo, right? So the all for one is not that powerful. I think instead I'll do heat sinks, capacitor. Alright, it did still hit the all for one. That's fine. Let's do force field, swift strike, claw, and barrage. Okay. I don't think I'll take any of these. Yeah, frozen cores I think are really powerful, especially with the capacitors that I have. Alright, another 18. Let's do cold snap, leap. So that's 9 plus 8, 17. I'm one short. Dark Shackles is awesome. Alright. And then let's do barrage here. Okay. I don't think I'll take any of these. Too bad I couldn't play the buffer there. I just need to evoke the Dark Orb though, right? Should be doable with the Ball Lightning. Beautiful. Alright, perfect this one too. Got Dead Branch. Whenever you exhaust a card, add a ramp card into your hand. And Juju based on normal enemy combats are normal encounter in question mark rooms. I think the potions I have are better than the block potion. I'm going to skip that. I also already have the buffer. How many efficients did I have? Just 2. Let's take a third one. Might be able to get a collectors out of that. And then, yeah, have to go... well, it doesn't matter if I go left or right. Actually, literally doesn't matter. Let's go right on the turn left. We got meat on the bone. If your HP is added below 50% at the end of combat, heal 12 HP. Not very useful in this particular case. And then Giant Head. Love to try to get overkill here. Let me get rid of these. Yep. And then let's do Aggregate. White Noise gives me Electro... oh, actually, let's do Storm first, then Electrodynamics, then Buffer. I've only added heat sinks here. Hello World, Claw, and no need to play the rest. Double Energy, Recursion, heat sinks. Let's grab a heat sinks here. Alright, I was hoping not to be attacked because next turn I'll be intangible. Hopefully I'll be attacked next turn then. I do have the Dark Shackles. That alone might not be enough. Let's do heat sinks. White Noise, Biased Ignition. The Fragment, Capacitor, another Capacitor, why not? And then that'll give me 1 Frost Orb, so Dark Shackles. I will still need... wait, I have enough focus for the Frost Orb to be worth it. I don't think I'll do Reprogram, though. Can I hologram the Aggregate? Yeah, let's hologram the... oh, I don't have energy to play it. That was dumb. Alright, fine. Let's do the Claw here. And then I'll do Doom and Gloom. Okay. Equilibrium is fine. Let's take it. Actually, another Heat Sinks might have been better. Alright, yeah, not being attacked, even though I'm intangible. That's a shame. I guess I can lose to regret. I do have the buffer, which is nice. Ooh, and an aggregate. Alright. Okay. So I have a counter here. Let's see if I can play enough cards. The problem is, yeah, I needed more powers to be able to play a lot of cards, and unfortunately I didn't have enough that turn. Alright. Or I guess more heat sinks. Okay, 13. I have plenty of block here. Let's do buffer. I think I can just do equilibrium, right? Finesse, then sweeping beam. Okay. Do you have the Glacier next turn? Let's skip this. Alright. Can I duplicate the Dark Orb somehow? 30 incoming. Let's do Beam Cell, Ball Lightning, all for 1. Yeah, that's enough. Alright, didn't get Overkiller combo. We got our Calcum if enter turn without blocking 6 block. And Centennial Puzzle, the first time lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards, which is not bad. A Fear Potion I'll skip. And yeah, second Seek, I believe, right? And then here I have to go... wait, I have to go left to get an extra question mark room. So it'll be 2 question mark rooms total. Try rest to... you know what? Yeah, I could upgrade the Seek, but no, let's rest to try to get another Collectibles, Recursion, Compile Driver, Equilibrium. How many Equilibriums did I have? More than... oh, just 2. Okay, and then Recursions, I had 4. Alright, so let's grab... how many Compile Drivers? I feel like I had a few of those too. 2 again. Okay, let's take another Equilibrium, that'll be better for block. Right? Okay, Reptomancer again. Alright, so... here, get rid of these 3. These 5, I mean. Okay. I'll do Aggregate, Capacitor, Buffer, Hello World. Unfortunately, I will have to lose one of my buffers here. I don't think I'll do Reprogram. Yep, this is fine. Ribbon, Steam Barrier, Creative AI, I'll skip. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. That's why I have so many buffers. Okay, everyone is attacking me here. That's unfortunate. Blizzard is not enough. Let's do Sweeping Beam first. Alright. That should help. Hang on. If I play enough Cool Headers, then the Blizzards would be enough, right? The Fragment is really tempting. Let me see what that hits. Okay, Cold Snap. Beautiful. So then Blizzard is enough to get rid of all the minions. Okay. And I can do a Claw here, of course. Alright. So, I mean, I'm losing a buffer, but that's fine. That's what the buffer is for. Okay. And here I'm not being attacked. Good. Let's do Recursion. Okay. Ball Lightning, Sweeping Beam. Could have considered playing the Sweep Beam in case it gave me something good. Alright, next turn intangible. Hopefully I'll be attacked. Nope, that's fine. Let's do Capacitor, Heat Sinks. Then Barrage. Should I target the backliner? I probably should target the backliner. Let's do that. Then Ball Lightning and Claw. That way the backliner will die on my Thorns. Okay. Alright, and then now I'm being attacked, of course, but I'm not intangible. Blizzard is only 10. I was hoping for more. I do have a buffer. Let's do Sunder here. Then Buffer, which makes the Cold Snap cost 0, and now the Blizzard is 12. You know what? I'll do Cold Snap to get the Dark Orb up front. Actually, am I able to fully defend here thanks to my Frost Orbs? I am. Beautiful. Alright. Okay, and then here, let's do Recursion. Another Recursion. That's enough. Beautiful. Got Horn Cleat at the start of his second turn, gain 14 block, and Whetstone on pickup, upgrade 2 random attacks. That's a Claw and a Cold Snap upgraded, a Fear Push, which I don't need, and All for One number 3, or Fission number 3. Where's the Fission? No, it will be Fission number 4. Alright, let's take the Fission then. Okay. Oh, I misclicked. I should have gotten on the right. Oh, I hope I don't miss Mystery Machine because of that. Ah, that was really frustrating. That was a dumb misclick. Unfortunately, reload won't help me here, right? Alright, fine. Here, let's do Aggregate, Recursion, Glacier, Capacitor. Let's see what the Fission gives me. Cold Snap, Recursion, Sweeping Beam. Okay. I don't think I'll do a reprogram. Yeah, I think that's it. It's not like I get something amazing out of the Maw. Alright, alright. Maybe I can get a Collector's out of it. That'll be worth it, I guess. Let's do the Fragment, Hello World, Buffer. Beautiful. And then Streamline, Swift Strike, and Equilibrium. Okay. I'm not sure why I played the Equilibrium. That was probably not necessary. Alright, next time Intangible, which is good. Let's play the Buffer, Equilibrium again, and then I can do another Buffer next turn. Okay. Alright. Okay, I'm Intangible here, which is great. Let's Hologram the Aggregate. That allows me to play a bunch of cards here, including the Bias Cognition. I can do Buffer. Should I do Fission? That seems very tempting. Let's do it. I can do Ball Lightning, Heat Sinks, then Recursion, Cold Snap, Cool Headed. Creative AI is great. Beautiful. Should I do Multicast? I have lots of energy. Is that enough to kill? Yeah, definitely enough to kill. It was like 30 times 13, right? We got a Swift Push, which I'll skip. Sweeping Beam, Steam Barrier, Claw. I already had enough Sweeping Beams and Steam and Claws, right? Let me just check. Yeah, so let's grab the Steam Barrier, I guess. And then here, another Steam Barrier. I don't have the other cards, so yeah, might as well try that. Alright, here I got another shop. Okay, that's interesting. There is a Mind Blast. That makes my life a little easier. I could take Data Disc. I can't get another Collector's on anything, right? How many turbos did I have? Just 2. Yeah, alright, so let's not do that. Yeah, let's grab the Mind Blast. That's pretty powerful. And then, you know what? I could afford the turbo. Let's take it. Do I want the Fusion? I'm happy with the potions. I probably don't want the loot. Let's take the Fusion as well. Alright. It's a shame I missed the... at least I know I can't get a Collector's or a Curse out of the... Or I couldn't get the Curse modifier of that extra question mark when I skipped. Is that my... I don't have a Collector's on the Steam Beer yet, right? Yeah, I don't. Fine, let's still take a third one. Okay. Alright, so I got the Awaken one. Alright, Mind Blast is pretty good. I will probably keep it. I kind of want to play the buffers too. Let's drink the Focus Potions and the Essence of Steel Potion. Okay. So then I'll do Aggregate. At least Mind Blast gives me Overkill. Beautiful. I think I'll target the backliner because that's 153 damage. That's quite a lot. Then do Ball Lightning, Compile Driver. Alright, then Cool Headed. Those are just not enough. I think I have to play the buffers here. Let's do Buffer 1, Buffer 2. Alright, so I'm already losing one of the buffers, which is fine. Reinforced Body, Bias Condition, Auto Shields, I think I'll skip. Okay. I did lose the buffer by a lot. That's unfortunate. Okay, lots of incoming here. I kind of want to do Fission. No, let's do Sweeping Beam first. It's a shame that I'm weakened, right? Then do Fission. Okay, then do Dark Shackles. It's pretty good. Alright. Then do Claw. It's tempting to do Consume. Very tempting. Let's do the Consume here. Then do Cold Snap. Wait, so I am fully defended. I don't want to play too many more powers, though. So I think I'll do Sweeping Beam. Another Consume is too much. Let's do Cold Snap 1. I'll get another Frost Orb. I can do a reprogram. How about that? Okay. Blizzard, Meteor Strike, Hyper Beam. Blizzard is interesting. I don't know. I think I'll skip this one again. Alright, so this guy's dead with my Thorns. I still have to deal a bunch of damage to this guy. The backliner has 2 extra strength. Really tempted to do Echo Form here. So wait, 22. I mean, I have the buffers too, right? Let's do Buffer here that hits the Recursion. And then Reinforced Body. Is that going to be enough? Melter is fine. Actually, Turbo would have been better. Yeah, that is actually enough to still save all my buffers. Okay. Alright, 25. Capacitor. I have to play the capacitor, right? I really have to. Okay. That'll be 21 plus 4, 25. Yeah, I will lose. Actually, should I do reprogram? No. Well, I do have to stack as well. Let's do reprogram, then charge battery and stack. Okay. Barrage, cold snap, force field. Let's grab the cold snap. Yeah, I think I can build a successful turtle deck here. Oof, 55. Okay, wait. Put that thought on hold here. 40, even if I can get rid of this guy. And then I have 24. I mean, I will use up my buffers, but this might be the only thing to do here. Okay. Actually, I think I only lose one buffer, right? Yeah, alright. And then this turn I'm intangible, and I still have 2 buffers, which is great. Alright, let's do... the fragment's really tempting, but very dangerous. I think I will risk it, though. Let's do Sweeping Beam. Another buffer? Yeah, again, I have to risk it. Okay, I'm not very happy with the fact that I already gave the Awakened one 6 extra strength, but, yeah, let's see what I can do here. Okay. 26. I can hologram the aggregate. Yeah, let's do that. Hologram the aggregate. I didn't have a heatsinks active though, right? So I can do equilibrium. Another defragment. Let's do that. Let's see what the white noise gives me. I don't think I need electrodynamics. That's a rainbow. Or not a rainbow. Recursion. And then I don't think I need reprogram here either. Okay. I think I should be in a good position. So I'm able to gain 32 block every turn. This is the only turn I have to be worried about, right? Because that's 52 incoming. But I can do something like Cold Snap, Capacitor. Okay, now I have to worry about 56. But I will have 40. Yeah, I think I'm fine here. Anything I need to hologram? Probably just... Yeah, Mind Blast is pretty good, right? Actually, Mind Blast is enough to kill. Yeah, let's go for the Acid Mind Blast. Okay. Consume is great. Yep. Alright, so 48. I think I have a few turbos, right? So playing the... yeah, let's do Steam Barrier, then all for one. Alright, beautiful. I can do Beam Cell, go for the Ice Claw, Swift Strike, Turbo, Cold Snap, Charge Battery, another Cold Snap, a Finesse, and another Claw. Okay, yeah, I think I'm good here. I have enough Frost Orbs now to last me for forever. I did miss the 45-minute mark by quite a bit, and I need to speed up to not miss the 1-hour mark too. Let's do Streamline, Melter. Anything I need to seek? No, I think it's fine. Capacitor is fine again. Okay. Yeah, basically I'm getting 6 times 848 block every turn. I don't think I'll get attacked ever by more than that. That's a Compound Driver, Streamline, Claw. Claws are proving to be surprisingly useful, actually. Okay, I have 3 minutes. I shouldn't play too slowly here. Right, I am intangible here. Blizzard, 27. That's not bad. Can I seek something like Echo Form? It might be valuable here. Let's do that. Also sits the Storm. Okay. Alright. All for one is pretty good here. Alright, with all the Frost Orbs, I think having some Lightning Orbs is not a bad idea. Alright, White Noise gives me a Storm and then another Storm. I can do Fusion, Rainbow, Cool-Headed, Barrage. That should have played the Agate before playing the Barrage. I think this should be fine though, right? Thorns are not enough, but then I have the Lightning Orbs. Alright, beautiful. Okay, I think I perfected everything. Did have to reload the Act 1 buff though, right? Yeah, that was a bit of a challenge there. Had to change it around a little bit. 1762, that's not too bad, right? Of the 13 elites, I perfected 10, which is not bad. Got 11 collective resistance. I think that definitely helped my score. Got all the bosses. Overkill was either with that Mind Blast at the very end. Did not get combo though. Could have, actually might have been difficult to get combo. Yeah, I don't think I really got close at any point. I got well fed, which is nice. And Sigmarian was definitely easy and no way to get curses yesterday or today. So let's see where 1762 puts me in the rankings. Okay, it's not horrible. 24th place. I am 2 points above Cyberfox. Oh, that's probably because I skipped the question mark room at the end, right? I did a regular fight over a question mark room. That gave me the extra 2 points. I wouldn't be surprised if Cyberfox got pretty much the same score, but actually did go for that question mark room. I also am about, exactly 27 points above Grimgoth, so it could be just a perfected elite or something, and then 29 points above Alex. And then, yeah, what is that? About 25 points less than Mike, and then theoretically, what could I have done better? Peltz and Gemino got both amazing scores of 1812 and 1830, so if I had perfected 3 more elites, which might have been doable with maybe good potions, I would have been able to get 75 points more, right? So that'll be 1837. 1830. Okay, that would explain Gemino's score. Although the fact that it's not a multiple of 25 away from me makes me think that Gemino maybe had some slightly different energy somewhere. Peltz has exactly 50 points more than me. Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if Peltz was able to maybe get the time modifier and maybe perfect one more elite than me. But then how did Gemino get 1830? I'm very curious to find out in the comments. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you did. Let's review the scores from yesterday. Alright, so yesterday was a Watcher run with the Curse run, Time Dilation, and Terminal modifiers, and I did something I don't usually do. I did not maximize elites. I skipped an elite to get 4 extra Crush Micrums, and it seems like it might have helped me quite a bit. First of all, you have Peltz here with 1513, and the fact that Peltz has 20 points more than me makes me think that he had a typo. He said that he perfected all the 8 elites, but I think he meant he perfected all the 9 elites. I skipped an elite, so I only had 8 total, but yeah, I think everybody else, and I think Peltz as well with the 20-point difference, was able to get all the 9 elites. Peltz got all the bosses, was able to pull off Highlander and Curses. I think he was the only one who attempted to do that yesterday. Now, I did notice a late Omori, and I didn't think of it, but yeah, it helped Peltz to be able to ensure that he did not get a duplicate curse. So yeah, congratulations to Peltz for pulling off Highlander and Curses. He was able to hit overkill. He mentioned that he didn't need the windmill strike, and actually Kuz commented that as well, that he thinks that it's very easy to get overkill with the Watcher, and you don't need to stall for time, and maybe even don't need to take the windmill strike. So Peltz was able to get it by being in Wrath and also with the time dilation. Peltz did not get the combo modifier, though. He mentioned that he got the study a little too late. Tried to use it against the repulsors, but I think it's pretty much impossible to have study work against the repulsor, because the repulsor gives you 2 days into your draw pile, and study only gives you 1 insight into your draw pile. So I've tried it a few times and it never really worked. But yeah, great score from Peltz. Congratulations. I end up in 15th place with 1493. I perfected 7 of the 8 elites. As I mentioned, I skipped an elite on Act 2. I was able to get 4 extra Crusher Marks that way, which gave me the Mystery Machine modifier. And yeah, so I did technically, if I had perfected that 1 elite, it would have been the same as getting a Mystery Machine modifier, and I skipped an elite, so that's 20 points less. But the extra Crusher Marks did give me more curses, which allowed me to have more strength and have an easier time overall. The more curses also allowed me to get the stuff modifier, which not many people were able to get yesterday. I got all the bosses. I got 1 collective bonuses. I did have a lot of duplicate curses, so I think it was the right decision to not go for Highlander, for me at least. I ended up with 10 curses at the end, and I removed the early pain and regret as well, so would have had 12 total if I didn't do that. I also astrolabed a bunch of curses to be able to get the stuff modifier. I did not get the Alex Shiny modifier. I missed Inscriptium by 3. I did get overkill with the Windmill Strike. I also was able to get the combo modifier. I got the time modifier, but missed Popper. I think that was the big thing I missed. I was unable to remove a wish, mostly because I just didn't have a good card removal opportunity. I probably shouldn't have taken that wish, although having taken that wish did allow me to get the Raining Money modifier just barely. I used it a few times, and I think I got just a little bit over 2,000 gold. So Popper cost me 50 points, getting Raining Money is 25, so, you know, it was fine overall. The wish definitely helped and allowed me to afford more stuff at the shop. The next you have Gemino here with 1488, tied for 17th place. Gemino perfected all the 8 elites and all the bosses. Got 2 collectibles, which is very impressive. Was able to get Popper, but mentioned that he didn't have as many curses at the end, only ended up with 7. So did not get the stuff modifier and also did not get the money modifier because he did not even see the normalities. So with Popper and not having the wish and not having the normalities, he wasn't even to break the 1,000 gold threshold. The next you have Goldberry here, tied with Cyberfox at 1438. Goldberry perfected 6 elites and all the bosses. Got 4 collectibles, which was just a record yesterday. Also was able to get the Inscriptium modifier. Was able to get Overkill the time and the Popper modifier. Missed combo. Was surprised how I was able to get such a higher score. And I think the big key difference was getting the stuff modifier, because I think that was hard to do if you don't have enough curses. Yeah, I think that's basically the main thing. Then Cyberfox has the same score. Then next you have Mike here with 1388. And the Dark with 1379, and that's it for the top 100. Missing top 100 just barely, you have Shivers with 1334, as well as Alex with 1318. Alex mentioned that he perfected 5 of the 7 elites, skipped an Act 2 elite like me, and I suspect he skipped another one to only fight 7 elites. Got 2 of the 3 bosses, missed the Act 3 boss, and I think that hurt his score quite a bit. Was able to get only 1 collectibles, and that collectibles was on the Shame Curse, so that's unfortunate. Did mention that he removed an early normality, but then got 2 normalities offered later on. So it was a tough run having so many curses in the deck, and also missed Inscriptium modifier by 1, which is a shame. But still, not a bad score. And you also have Roland here with 1313. I should also give a shout out to Grimgoth, who commented that he did miss the Act 1 boss perfect, and then was a little frustrated, so decided to just have a fun run, and sped through the run, basically had a speed run, and finished in 21 minutes. So, you know, sometimes you just gotta have fun and not worry too much about the score. Anyway, that's it for yesterday. Let me know in comments what you did for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.